Good evening, folks. This is Deb and Dave, and this is your short take. This is a lovely panoramic view of Colorado that Lauren Boebert uses on her whatever it is page, her propaganda page. Because tonight we're going to talk about how the Republicans are the party of family values, the party that cares so much about children, not. So I'm going to turn this over to Dave right now.
So this is Lauren Boebert's official House Rep page. Isn't that gorgeous? Is that panoramic view of wherever that is in Colorado beautiful? What about this sonogram picture? Beautiful, right? Pro-life and family values. This is what Lauren Boebert is all about. As a mother of 4 children, I believe that life begins at conception. And by the way, according to her, just having a kid is less expensive than getting an abortion. Figure that one out.
No, actually, she said less expensive than
Less
using contraception.
contraception.
By the
Okay.
way, if you've seen my video that I just posted, is a flat out lie,
Right.
and I have the proof. So, once again, she treads the line between an alternate reality and the truth.
So she
By the
goes
way,
on.
can I just say this.
Yeah.
He may believe that life begins at conception, but it does not begin until a child can live outside the womb. Okay, that's actually a fact. So,
And what's the name of that term? There's a term for it that the Supreme Court used. Viability.
yeah,
It's
yep,
viability.
viability.
So, yep. Every human being has inherent value and dignity, regardless of their stage of development, ability, gender, age, or race. Now, Lauren Boebert didn't even protect her own kid when he called 911 against his father.
As usual, she made excuses for him, is what she does.
Right.
Because as we all know, Lauren Boebert has also stated that women are the lesser vessel and they need men to make them strong.
So, audio details came out recently, and Lauren is divorcing her husband. All of that, her divorce, that's their private business, but she's making public statements, not only that she believes that all life is sacred, she believes that the Democrats do not believe that, and they're abusing kids and all of that stuff. So, new audio details a 9/11 call made by U.S. Rep. Lauren Boebert's son in December, where he reported his father, Jason, allegedly assaulting him by throwing him around the house. And then you hear in the background Lauren yelling, "No, everything's okay. Nothing's going on here," or whatever. Authorities actually came to the house, and she responded, it was just a family argument. Look, the son called the police, and she's trying to keep them from coming to the house. To me, that is beyond suspicious, especially given the fact that Mr. Boebert, Jason Boebert, has had a history of exposing himself to underage girls, or has had a criminal record, and he's been abusive.
Neighbors called the police on them not too long ago, actually. Right. A 911 call that detailed him running over a mailbox, and they all had guns, is basically what the caller said. I have the article for that. Look at, if this is their idea of the all-American family, I'm challenging that all the way. Okay. This is not an all-American family.
Now, Republicans in general, they have made claims accusing Democrats of pedophilia. I found this, and it's legitimate, it's credible, even though the poster they keep their name anonymous. I would assume there's a reason why. They've probably been targeted or whatever. And of course, it's not responding, but the link will be in it'll be in the sources. Someone has posted a number of links.
It's coming up.
41 pages listing abusers, many of them child sex offenders, sexual predators, abusers, and enablers. There's 41 pages of this at this point, dating all the way back from 2018. This poster started when they got disgusted by the whole Kavanaugh hearing. Okay, there's abuser after abuser after abuser. This is pervasive in the Republican Party. And we will talk about some of them. We are not just cherry picking here.
No, we're not.
Well,
we're not saying we know Anthony Weiner's story. We know
Al Franken.
Yeah, we know Cuomo's story.
Right.
You know what? The Democrats literally drove them out of office. All right. They wanted no part of those guys once that was revealed. There is a vast difference between what the Democrats do with the few people they have identified as predators, whether it's with children or whether it's with women, adults,
Eric Schneiderman.
Right. These people do not remain in office. They do not get covered. There's no coverage for them. They are literally pushed out of office. They hounded Andrew Cuomo until he resigned. Okay. And they were ready to impeach him. So understand that. You're always going to have people like this. We understand that. But this is in the Republican Party. This is pervasive, all the way back to Larry Craig, who was one of the most virulent anti-gay senators in the GOP, who got caught propositioning an FBI agent in a men's bathroom.
Right.
So stop, okay?
Dennis Hastert.
Right.
But it goes on and on.
Speakers of the House they've ever had, by the way. Okay.
Right. So, this is not a partisan issue. Okay. If we know of someone who is a harasser that is in the Democratic Party, trust me, we're gonna call for that person to be removed from office.
We did that with Cuomo. We did that with Franken. And by the way, with Al Franken, it wasn't just one woman and an innocent little joke from Saturday Night Live. There were 8 women. So, they need to go. I don't care who they are. They need to go. But to paint the Democrats, that's what happened in 2016 with all the Russian propaganda that the GOP and the right wing latched onto on Facebook. The whole, child sex trafficking, Comet Pizza, which was all a bunch of bullshit. The people who are pointing the fingers are the people doing the deed.
And it's one thing having a politician, with an affair. Okay. That's one thing. With another adult, no matter how old they are. Okay. It's a completely different thing when these people are not consenting. All of these people in this list from the Daily Cause, and this person states it. I'm not delving in people's personal lives, about affairs and cheating and all of that. This is about abuse, non-consensual and child abuse. So take a look at it at your leisure. This blew my mind at how pervasive it is. And I already thought it was pervasive. So, guys, we're not playing around. All of this needs to go. The Republican Party needs to go.
By the way, they covered up. They had a lot of tips on Kavanaugh. The FBI gave all of that detailed to the White House instead of exposing it.
Right.
All right. That's how Kavanaugh got approved. Okay, he got approved because they covered for him. And you know what? Donald Trump made absolutely no bones about saying that either. He said if he hadn't done what he did, Kavanaugh would never be in. But Donald Trump had a plan, and his plan was to appoint judges to overturn Roe v. Wade. And this was his ticket. And there was no way he was going to let that information out.
We will also talk about this on the long show, but you will see a lot of the pro-lifers be these abusers because these guys are about male supremacy and dominating choices over women.
Yep.
Do you want to be able to make your own choices about yourself and your kids? To me, the choice is clear. And Deb, you want me to show it now anyway? I'm going to show the Facebook page.
Yep.
We have a new page. It's called the Big Blue Tsunami. And this is basically ads of just, we want to publicize who's running in different offices. Now, this is only for the ads. And if somebody wants to make a comment underneath with like, an event, hey,
there's a rally for Tammy Baldwin,
Yeah, there's a rally for Tammy Baldwin. Would you like to volunteer to phone bank or something like that? We have no problem with that. But we're not going to, hey, did you hear what Tammy Baldwin did? No, that's for other pages.
Right. We're not gonna allow open posting. In other words, you can't come in and post about, a political, or you can't post a political story. Okay, you can post that in 52 Won't Do. That's our companion group to this. This is so people can be invited to the group, and I will be inviting people over the next week. They can be invited to the group to share out these ads for Democratic Party candidates for 2024, where, our goal here is to do the same thing essentially that Russian disinformation and the GOP did in 2016 when they posted all of that fake stuff. And it literally swarmed Facebook. Well, we want to swarm it this way. We need to win the House back, and we need to expand the Senate. If we allow the GOP to win in 2024, kiss this all goodbye. All right? You must be able to see that now after the whole debt ceiling debacle. That was not politics as usual. We need this to happen.
One of my minor goals too is not to allow someone like George Santos to fall through the cracks. I mean, look, there are so many candidates, especially for the House, that run, every election. So we might miss one or two, but we don't want that to happen again.
Right. And by the way, you may see here on this page, at least for now, that there are two candidates running against Kevin McCarthy, because there will be a primary. We're not waiting for the primary to post those people. We're going to post them here now so you can see both of them now.
And you can do your research on them. And if you're in that district and you want a certain person to win over the other, vote in the primary. We've always said that.
Right.
Oh, that's what we got.
Also, these will also find their way onto the website.
Right.
I am updating that. I have been writing for weeks, literally. I'm going to start putting new material in the website. I'm probably going to be taking it down tomorrow to start that process.
And this is just coincidental, but all the people that I see so far happen to be women.
Right, it is.
Oh, well, Sherrod Brown. Sherrod Brown has to win. Has to win in Ohio.
He's in the same state as J.D. Vance. We need Sherrod Brown. Ruben Gallego needs to knock Kirsten Sinema out. She's got to go. Okay, She's a Democrat, or was a Democrat. She's now an independent, but she has tanked many of Joe Biden's progressive programs, and he's got to win.
We need not only a bigger majority, we need to knock some, get Sinema, and whatever happens with Joe Manchin. I'm so sick and tired of people using Joe Manchin as a as an example of a bad Democrat because he's not really a Democrat.
Right. But here's the deal. We expand this enough and we get rid of enough Republicans and Joe Manchin loses his power base.
Right.
Okay. We may never get rid of Marjorie Taylor Greene because of where she is in Georgia, but we can render her powerless by getting rid of everybody around her. That is what the goal is here. Whatever's left of this shabby ass party, we need to make sure they don't have the power to do what they have been doing since Donald Trump left office. We should never have lost the House. I will say it again.
Okay, guys. See
All right,
you.
We'll see you shortly for the big show. The big show.